So the best thing about working with Amy is how close she is part of our team. If she didn't have her own email address, I would think that she was one of my employees. Yeah, so at White Horse Plumbing, we believe in a repair-first approach. Yeah, we're your local trustworthy maintenance plumbers. When I first took over, it was just me and my old boss at the time. We became business partners. We quickly put on a third guy, but it was still sort of that 2 to 3 man team. It was a bit harder to get bigger than that, I imagine, previously with just being on paper, so it never really grew. It was a little bit behind the times, yeah. First few things we had to do was try to incorporate sort of some new job management software to stay on top of things. And the second thing was to get a bookkeeper, make sure our books were up to date. So Amy was a contact of my old boss and business partner. He knew of her, but never sort of pulled the pin and decided to work with her. We just went and met with her and I instantly clicked. I would say she was perfect for the role before she was even doing the role. She was so knowledgeable on what needed to be done. Even talking about like we were starting a new business entity, but progressing from an old business, that she was all over everything that needed to be done, new ABNs, knew this, knew that. And she was so direct and helpful, direct in the good way. So it was like a breath of fresh air. In the past 5 years, yeah, we've grown from a 2-man team up to sort of now we've got 6 employees. Amy's superpower is that our books are always up to date. You know, always, I would say maximum 2 to 3 days out at a time. It allows us to be more proactive on our books. If something's not working, we can look straight then and there and see it's not working. If something needs to change, same thing, we can make changes. Or if something is working really well, we can see it and we can see it working in real time. A good example of that is we just sourced a new vehicle with some attached machinery on it. The process of going through a broker was incredibly easy because everything was so up to date. The broker, I think, virtually had us a couple of quotes, you know, maybe that day off memory. I would recommend Amy to other businesses because she's a problem solver. Amy's helped me feel significantly more confident in my business. It's ironic that giving off a bit of control on the bookworking side of things actually makes me feel more sort of in control with my business, and it's a massive help just to not have that sort of underlying stress of, have I got to mark off the balance sheet, have I got to do this? Amy just takes care of it all like a gem. Yeah.